Here's the tack room. And you're gonna find your assignment written on the board. Okay, so if your assignment is here, you're catching this horse, and this is the letter of the saddle for this horse, and this is your client. Saddles are labeled with letters. So letter M is on the tag. This should go on the saddle rack with the letter M. How about we get this one? Come find your girth size here. These are 32-inch girths. These are 36. So if you need some extra information about tack, if it's not written on the board, find your horse's name. Here's the saddles that fit the horse. Some are adult, some are youth. And then these are the English saddles. These are the girth sizes. And these are the saddle pads. So if you just brought your horse in from out in the cold, it's a good idea to do a couple of warm-up laps, walk them through some of the obstacles, and prepare them for class. Okay, if your horse is a bit forward and you need to correct them from trying to barge past you, you can grab a dressage whip, put it in your hand, your right hand, which is closest to the horse's snap on the halter, and use it to slow them down if they're trying to barge ahead of you. So I'm just going to wave it here, give them some little taps, and see that slowed them right down. Use the verbal, easy. Give them a little shake on the rope there. So a right turn, I'm going to hold my hand up and try and push his face away from me, just like that. Left turn, you're going to do nice and wide so he doesn't end up stepping on your feet. Try to keep the horse up by your shoulder so they don't lag behind and you're not dragging them. And then practice varying your speed, so slow down. Have them walk real slow, and then speed up. Encourage him with your voice, and practice a fast walk. Nope, too fast. Walk. Easy, easy. Easy. Good boy. Good boy. And you can even trot the warm up. So to trot, you're going to lean forward and jog, say trot. And walk. So you can use this end of your rope behind you to speed them up, wave it behind you, or swing it in front of them to slow them down. That way your corrections are very, very subtle. And to whoa, you're simply going to stop and look at them in the eye and say, whoa. boy. Good boy. And I'll show you a backup real quick. So you're going to turn and face the horse's shoulder. Back. Back. Whoa. All right, that's a warm-up. So here's the knot. This is a quick release. So you're going to fold your robe about an arm's length from the horse's snap. Put it through the ring. Twist. Make another loop pretty close to that one. Pull it through. Push it tight as you hold the loop. And then you make a daisy chain. And it's done. And it comes out. All right, if your horse stands over to the side like this and you're getting pinned up against the wall, put your hands on his side and tell him over. Make sure you and your client are on the same side of the horse and that the horse is standing perpendicular to the wall. Keep correcting him if they keep moving. If your student needs something to do, you can send them after the grooming bucket. Start with the curry. Where he's got crusty mud, that's where we're going to use this. Be checking in with your horse's face to see how he's reacting to the brushing, if he's enjoying it, or if we need to change the pressure that we're using. Make sure your client is paying attention to the area where the saddle girth will go. To a stiff bristle brush. Soft brush, finishing polishing brush. If your client wants to groom the tail, have them stand to the side, pull the tail to the side, start at the bottom, and work their way up to pull less hair. Hoof pick. Make sure you're holding the horse's leg under his body, not pulling it to the side. Scrape from heel to toe and get in the grooves. Check to make sure you got everything out of those grooves. If it smells funny, grab the vinegar water mixture and give it a little squirt. Okay, back hooves can be a little tricky because most of our horses are older and arthritic, have some joint problems. So again, we want to hold the leg to where it's the most comfortable. So these older guys, I let them just rest that toe right on the ground like that. That way you don't have to hold it up and hurt your own back. Okay, when you go to saddle your horse, check the underside of the pad. Make sure there's no debris, anything that would poke him. It looks pretty clean. There's a couple little pieces of hay there I'm going to pick off. All right, wear leathers, go towards the front of the horse. Place the pad more forward than where you think it ought to sit. So we're going to slide it back. And we're going to use a child saddle for the purpose of the demonstration. Place the saddle in the center of the pad, so there's equal amounts of pad out the front and out the back. And then shift the saddle back so the latigo strap is even with the skinniest part of the horse's belly, right behind the front legs. The saddle should sit level. If the saddle tilts like this or like this, we need to get a riser pad to correct the seat position. We're ready to buckle the girth on the opposite side. You will measure the center of the girth should be in the center of the horse's belly. So that's where you know to buckle. Okay, cinching, you can wait for the instructor to come and cinch for you, but if you're going to cinch the horse, make sure you do so very, very gently as to not pinch or pull hair. So you're going to loop it twice. And then go really, really slow. You can get it snug and then have the instructor come. Or if you're comfortable with doing it, just go real slow. See how he gets a little agitated, even with as gentle as I'm being? And buckle it in. The excess, tuck up here. So if you're recognizing that the horse is a little stressed or a little tense when you first get it out and you're saddling and grooming, you can do T-touch. So it's where you use 2 fingers on some different areas that relieve pressure on the horse's body. So forehead is one of those areas, so just try some different. You're going to do a little circle. So I'm going to try to find some spots on his neck. So right here, little circle, little pressure, small circles. Rub the backs of the ears with the back of your finger. It releases happy hormones to the horse. And watch the eyes. See, the eyes are much softer now. So after you saddle your horse, make sure these go back against the wall. Just like that, and you're not sticking out to injure anybody. Okay, so we are going to put Crockett away, so try to go towards the door that horse's stall is the closest to. And you want to check, nobody's coming down the aisle, say door as you're coming through. Door. Horse around so your body is in the doorway, so you're blocking, and you can remove the halter. And shut, latch, and clip the door. Hang your halter back up on the knob on the front of the stall, and you're done.